Hey, what up YouTube? This is Azam. Thanks for tuning in. So about a month ago, I made a video where I'm ranking all Street Fighter characters 88 to 1 based on how exciting I think they are. So that's super subjective. Video is doing well, over 25,000 views and a lot of reactions. And there was actually one reaction that stood out to me, so I pinned it. And I liked it because I felt challenged by Yellow Get Bright. Thanks for the reaction, bro. And he's challenging me to rank all Shadaloo database characters, basically all NPCs in all of Street Fighter's games. Well, I'm not that crazy, I know it's a joke and I got a life or something that looks like a life, so I'm not gonna do that. But I do think it's a good idea because a lot of these NPC characters later on turned out to be really good standalone characters like Colleen, like Poison, and one of my favorite characters, Zeku, who's only in a screenshot in the ending of Guy's Alpha 2. The Alpha 2 ending, and he turned out to be one of the best characters when he was a standalone character. So good idea. Here I'm giving you my top 10 NPCs that I would like to see in future Street Fighter games. Kicking it off at number 10 with Satsuki. Now Satsuki is Japanese for Mei, already implying she's one of the dolls of Bison who's brainwashed by him as to be a replacement body. And she already made an appearance here in Street Fighter V in the Shadow Falls DLC content, where she's fighting against Zangief at the Shadaloo base at night. She's not playable, so the footage you're seeing right here is recorded by Desk, who uses the Mugen engine, and of course he's famous for making all these amazing videos with the most crazy combos. Give him a view, he's great. But I like this character, I like the aesthetics of the character. She's got a lot of Cammy's moves, so you should change some of her buttons to be more standalone, but she got a sword, so that will set her apart from the other dolls. At number 9, I got a lot of comments that I should have ranked the Street Fighter 1 characters, but they're not playable, so I can't say much about that, but they are eligible for this list. So at number 9, I selected Li. Now, Li is a Street Fighter 1 character, and once again, you're looking at footage from the Mugen engine where you can play as him. This is not original footage over here, playing against Sagat. And here in the Alpha 2 games, Alpha 3 I think, this is also not real of course, but pretty cool with the Mugen engine. This guy is Yun and Yang's uncle, and after retiring from fighting, he's gonna practice the art of the Drunken Fist. So maybe he's Jamie's father, could be. At number 8, I have Azam, who is the advisor of Rashid. And he also made a appearance, just like Satsuki, in the Street Fighter V DLC story mode, Shadow Falls, where he's basically traveling around the world with Rashid, visiting all kinds of fighters. Now, in Street Fighter VI, he's also in the picture as a non-playable character. You have to do some missions with him where you lose under specific conditions to see if you're fit for a movie part or whatever. But the cool thing about Azam is that he's a command grab character, so he's a grappler, but he also has some of the movesets of Rashid, so rushdown meets grappling. Could be cool. At number 7, I have Retsu. Retsu also a original Street Fighter 1 character that never made a playable appearance. Again, you're looking at footage from the Mugen engine, so fan-made. But I like this character. He's a little on the older side, so maybe he could be part of a Street Fighter game if it takes place in an earlier time frame. And he's also in Street Fighter 6 as an NPC. You can converse with him, you can fight with him. And once again, I found some footage here from the Mugen engine in the alpha setting. Pretty cool. Think this character could be pretty nice. Here is side switch super combo. Pretty cool. At number 6, I selected Nadeshiko, and she of course is the tag team partner of Rainbow Mika, one of the more popular characters in Street Fighter V. And she already got some gameplay elements. You cannot control her, but she's part of the V-trigger of Rainbow Mika and also part of the Super. Once again, credit to Desk for making these impossible combos. Really cool. And Nadeshiko is seen here flying in, throwing the chair like a true wrestler, but she also has some command grabs where Mika calls her in and she just jumps on top of him, just like that. And of course, one of the best supers of Street Fighter V, and that is a beautiful way to die. Nadeshiko could be a cool character in a future Street Fighter game, why not? At number 5, Li-Fen. This character is already pretty fleshed out. She's already been in multiple games. She was in the story mode of Street Fighter V, where she's rescued by Chun-Li. She's also in Street Fighter Third Strike, where she's also rescued by Chun-Li. So that's a great place to be, by the way, no pun intended. Here's the Street Fighter 3 footage. This is the ending of Chun-Li. So she's pretty well known, but she's already pretty fleshed out because in Street Fighter 6, she got a full model, right? She's in the story mode, she is one of the pupils of Chun-Li, and she helps the player adapt to Chun-Li's fighting style, and she also has a whole lot of side missions with the Bow Bow Bro or whatever. Check her out. I think this character is pretty cool, kinda young still, so maybe more for a future Street Fighter game. At number 4, I have Daigo Kazama, who's kinda feels like cheating right here because he's actually a guest character. He is, of course, a rival school character, the older brother of Akira Kazama. I played Akira in Street Fighter V for a while, and I think she is a really cool character, but she calls on Daigo with a V-Trigger 1, and she also asks his help for doing the CA. I wanted to say level 3, but in Street Fighter V, of course, no levels, just the CA version. And yeah, I think this could be a really good character. Looking forward to seeing him make an appearance one day. Beautifully animated. Alright, getting closer to the top. At number 3, Mike Haggar. Absolutely incredible that this final fight character never made an appearance in a mainline Street Fighter game. This is Street Fighter 6, where there's actually a statue of him. And there's also the stadium where a lot of the story is taking place, and it's called the Mike Haggar Stadium. So there's a lot of references in Street Fighter 6 in the story mode that Mike Haggar is still around. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in the game. He's of course a grappler who also has the pipe. Pretty cool. And this is some footage here in Marvel vs. Capcom, where he was one of the more famous characters. He's even in the puzzle game of Street Fighter. So let's see him make an entrance in a real Street Fighter game. At number 2, one of my favorites, and that is Effie, who is the love interest of Necro. She's making her appearance in the story mode, of course, of Street Fighter 3, where Necro saves her. Really romantic moment because Necro is really unhappy with his body after being experimented on. Effie's also experimented on, and he uses his stretching limbs to save Effie, making him feel happy. Also, Effie has a lot of awesome animations where both in wins and defeats where she supports Necro. And fun fact that she's also one of the Judgment Girls right here. This is a Street Fighter 3, I think. And there on the right is Effie, one of the Judgment Girls, where there's a double KO in the 3rd round, or in the 2nd round basically. She's right there. And then at number 1, I have Goutetsu. Goutetsu is a master of Akuma and Goken, and he is in the story mode. He is seen all around. He's dead or not, doesn't really matter, because if he's dead, Capcom can just bring him back. And I got some footage here from a nice fight with Akuma. He's wearing the bean necklace that Akuma's now wearing. Akuma's gonna snatch it from him, but I had to edit this video a lot because he's getting his ass kicked basically, but there were some cool fighting scenes here with Goutetsu. There we go. The Hadouken Gi energy. And there he lost, and Akuma snatches his chain. I think Goutetsu would be one of the coolest characters to see enter a Street Fighter game. So yeah, that's my number 1 pick. What do you guys think? Any characters I missed? Any characters you wanted to throw in there? Anybody not ranked properly? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, alright? Thanks for watching. Peace.